From meme to utility, Floki has it all. NFT metaverse game called Valhalla. Floki University, DeFi, charity, and shopping. Floki is governed by the people, for the people. Floki, together there is no stopping us.
The Credifi testnet is live, so head on over to demo.credifi.finance to see how you can effortlessly experiment with autonomous earning, NFT corporate bonds, Credi and xCredi utilities, and Module X.
Right on, everybody. This is Adrian Zdunchik, CMT Charter Market Technician. Some people know me as CryptoBurp, and I'm here joined by Alan Duran of Ready to Fight Project, who are our great partners. So shout out to them immediately. This is a great welcome. Great to have you on the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Thank you. What about yourself? You're still in Dubai?
Oh man, I wish. I appreciate it. I'm very good. I'm ready in Poland. You know, recovering mentally from all the flood and all the stuff that was happening there. How did you survive it, by the way?
Yeah, man, the same. I think there was some jokes around the industry that it was like maybe it's about the liquidity. So the floods related with liquidity. Yeah, I mean it was crazy, but in general I think it was quite good. I mean for us it was a nice platform to showcase and present the last updates that we have from our project. So quite excited from what is coming on the pipeline.
Correct. And this was also timed very nicely with an incredible announcement, right? Since you signed Mike Tyson, that's a quite an announcement, if you will. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, that's spectacular, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I'm super proud of the team. Like the team has been working like on hard times and like super with this project in particular. So it was the perfect time because we announced a partnership actually one day before we present the keynote in Token 24/9. So it was a fantastic momentum, and it's been building up since then. So we're quite happy and we're super proud of it.
Amazing. So am I. I'm proud of your achievements. I had the chance to meet your incredible team also at Token 2049. So shout out to them. Shout out to Inda as well. And well, without further ado, we are up for an incredible discussion to delve deeper into what RTF token is, so for what Ready to Fight project is, for why and how it all connects, combines between Web3 and sports. So why don't we kick it off and let everybody know basically what is Ready to Fight?
Yeah, of course. I mean, in a nutshell, Ready to Fight is an app that is connecting all the boxing ecosystem. It's the first, like, world's first blockchain-based boxing that is an app that is connecting and has like all this integration for really solving the problems within the industry. I mean, the company was founded by a famous boxer, Alexander Usyk, which is a heavyweight champion, and his team director, Sergey Lapin. And I think the idea and the spark behind this project was to really address the challenges that that they were facing in the industry. So I think it comes from a necessity, and it's incredible because they are tackling like literally every kind of issues that any amateur or professional boxer has. And then with all of these upgrade that we're doing on Web3, I think is becoming more and more hype, and we have like a lot of things on the pipeline and on the product side, on the development that is quite interesting and quite exciting that we're about to disclose them soon. But yeah, I mean, in general, like the main problem of boxers is always facing certain issues when it comes for finding sparring partners or finding agents or finding managers. So I think with our platform, we're solving those kind of things. So the idea was to make an ecosystem, decentralized ecosystem, to really make an emphasis on democratizing our sport. So we are with this just not also connecting communities within pro athletes or non-pro athletes, but also enthusiasts, people that is maybe interested in boxing, that they are not very aware of what is in the space. So we're giving or building a platform that we're giving a voice to everyone with this. So yeah, quite exciting.
I love it, Alan. I do perfectly agree. It's quite exciting. There are not many sports kind of like Web3 combination platforms, especially with incredible boxers, on site, boxing legends on site backing this up. So congratulations again.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is, or actually before we do it, this is a quick note for everybody who's watching that, for all the viewers and listeners. Our partners at Ready to Fight have actually offered this great giveaway, right? Because they said that they're gonna raffle 5 times to the 5 top questions among the AMA attendees, right? If you're watching that and listening to that, you have a chance to win $200, right? That's a promise from a Ready to Fight team, and this is going to be raffled among 5 AMA attendees. So drop your best questions, keep yourselves engaged in the chats, because the top 5 questions are going to be basically raffled with $200 for each. So there is some cool incentive to win. And I would say, having heard from you, Alan, what Ready to Fight is, there's also the token to it, right? So why wouldn't we explain a little bit more about the token? What is the token about?
Yeah, of course. I mean, for us, the token is basically the main component within our platform. So it's connecting and integrating like the full ecosystem. So I mean, it's allowing to enable donations, payments, like P2P transfers, purchase of the merchandise that we have, and giving access to exclusive content or to certain ticket allocation that we're going to have for certain fights. So with being a holder, like you're going to be able to unlock all of these things that are like a pretty somehow exclusive. So with this, it's creating like a vibrant economy within the platform itself. And at the end, we are also thinking how to take it to the next level. So we are also in progress to do a development where boxers can you can support and incentivize. That there's an issue within the ecosystem that there's certain boxers that they don't have the access or the way easy to get proper preparation. So with this, you can also incentivize amateurs boxers that are on the way to finding a more developed program. So basically, with this is like the nuclear, let's say, the center of everything. And with this is really our vision to really democratize our sport in general.
I love it. I take it as a good response, Alan. And how is the blockchain itself, as a technology, kind of like used and applied in the project?
Yeah, I mean, the platform is built on RTF blockchain in a level of Ethereum compatible blockchain. So it's literally leveraging the benefits of blockchain and Web3 to make like a secure open ecosystem. We have created like a SocialFi network and community, enabling fighters to easily find sparring partners, coaches, trainers, and sometimes pay cross borders crypto transactions, because there's people that they don't want to precisely pay in fiat. So with this, we're giving the possibility to have a certain type of transactions. So that's basically in a nutshell what is it. And how it's in the industry. I mean, we have like some issues in the space when it comes for security issues, fraud, transparency deficits. So with this, we're making sure to tackle all of those. Same as including like operational inefficiencies and some ecosystems that are fragmented. So we are making sure to, with this technology and with the blockchain features that we have, to really take it to the next level. And we are offering products and services, not also for the boxing community, but also for crypto enthusiasts. So what is interesting is like this mix between Web 2 and Web 3 is making everything more smooth, more transparent through smart contracts to tokenize rewards and all of this.
Okay, I got it. So, speaking of, of the token, like you mentioned, it's part of the entire ecosystem to reward and then, kind of like encourage also the upcoming boxing stars to participate in some sort of like, again, revenue share. At the same time, there are a lot of incentives for the community, right? So because there are different layers to it. There are boxing trainers, there are the boxing practitioners themselves, the sports people. There's the community. So what sort of like other incentives to the community and trainers receive, for instance?
Yeah, I mean, we have we're, by the way, we're gonna launch in a couple of days It's going to be listed in the main tier one exchanges. We're also partnering with some important launchpads. So let's say that the Nucleus Center, as I mentioned, is the token, but within it has certain things that are like a pivot within the main center, which is the token, which is the Cyber Ring, which is going to be an iGaming space that combines boxing with blockchain seasonal gameplay, and with this having some NFT rewards and some token progress as well. We have the wallet, which is basically a Web3 storage where you can do transactions on a blockchain solution. You have the Subring, which is a platform to support, as I mentioned, these athletes, and also you can earn. Like it's gonna be like a leaderboard. We are also in the progress of developing like something related with artificial intelligence. So we have an AI agent, which is going to be a module that is going to help you to help certain products that maybe you need help, but also it can advise and assist on any of capacity, even if you're looking for training sessions or anything what you need within the app is going to be there for you. Same as the ticket office. For us, the most important is we have an important partnership with WBC and with the Saudi government, as you know. So we're going to have certain ticket allocation only that you can get it through our platform. So with this, you can have access to certain sports events in a global and local level. That again is coming connected to the token, right?
Okay. Okay. So, this kind of like slightly regards, also the future plans, right? So why don't we talk what the vision is? Why don't we talk where we are going with RTF?
Yeah, I mean the vision is clear. We are building a platform to give voice to everyone, to democratize the space. Definitely for the future, we have too many things that we are looking for. Of course, expanding into some other contact sports is one of the things. We want to try as well with bringing like new Web3 tools for improving the fan experience and also for connecting with NFTs and digital collectibles. I think that's one of the things that we have on the pipeline. Also, one thing that we might be exploring is, I don't know if it's completely confirmed, but around gaming, that everything right now to reach certain audience and specifically like for the Gen Z, when it comes to gaming and all of this, socialify, gamify, we have a lot of products in the pipeline to tackle all of these that are demand for that kind of audience. So in the future, we are thinking something beyond the ring, like how can we connect with music, with some other sports, with some other participants that are also somehow connected with boxing.
Okay. So what I'm about to display right now in my screen, this is basically the actual announcement, right? That Ready to
Yeah,
Fight, our partners, posted with an incredible legend that Mike Tyson is. I'm actually a big fan of Mike Tyson, right? I'm a big fan of all his approach and this this uh, this golden line that he shared, for everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, right? This applies to so many levels. It applies. It's very universal. It applies in business. It applies especially in the ring, right? How difficult? What was the process like to get Mike Tyson to sign with you?
I mean, it was not difficult because at the end we have a really strong bonding with WBC, which is our main partners, and as you know, two persons that are really involved with the project besides Sergey Lapkin and Usyk, which is Alex Krasiuk and Aegis Klimas. They are like one of the most influential people in the space. So for them was just like literally just picking up the line and saying, Mike, we have this amazing project that is really the future for boxing. You want to be part of it? And of course, Mike was like, I'm down, like, let's go for it. I mean, at the end, to have with us Mike Tyson is like similar to be maybe in the 70s having Muhammad Ali, right? Like which is one of the most iconic boxers, right? And I know that he's preparing hardly with his future fight with this guy. So I think it's definitely a legend. He's definitely a beast, and I think it matches perfectly with our vision, with our company values. Like he's always determined, no matter how old is he. He's always like looking towards the future and how to enhance the space. I mean, he has a network of gyms that are like helping again like to the community in the US. So we're somehow really grateful to be partnered with him because it's a win-win for us. And at the end, it gives us reputation and credibility, which we don't need it because we already have big names. But having him is off top, putting us on on a different level for sure.
True. I couldn't agree more. And this is also a great place to highlight that for everybody who's watching and listening to that very amazing session with our partners at Ready to Fight, do not hesitate, and actually you're encouraged to go and check out their Twitter page profile, X profile, at RTFight_app. At RTFight_app. Consider giving them a follow, especially since people like Mike Tyson are heavily engaged in this project. So shout out again. There's been a lot of hard work also on your side, Alan, your incredible team, right? So what kind of like, having got a little bit of glimpse from you about the upcoming listings, about the IDO, let's talk about that for a couple of minutes. So what sort of like marketing strategies are being used for the IDO to prepare for the IDO?
I mean, we're working closely with the teams and our new partners, right? Like to make really hype on the community, but also like listening to them and understanding like what is from a fan experience, what do they want. So from a marketing perspective, we are developing things that are interesting for engaging with the community to make, besides the hype, something that is useful for them. So I mean, as you know, like we were actually in this week, not even last week, but this week in Dubai, using Token 24 as a platform to say, hey, we're here, we're serious. We're not only a project that is majorly based in Web 2, we're looking forward to be positioning Web 3. We have solid partners. In this case, with Launchpads, for example, DAOmaker and ChainGPT, which one has been amazing with us. So we are doing a lot of co-marketing actions, of course, in social media, in doing community building in the main channels that are relevant for the space. Right now, I mean, we have increased and doubled up the numbers, I mean, from the community, and it's amazing. Like we're super proud because the result was very successful in less than an hour. It was, I think it was like 60% already from the first allocation sold out. So what is on the pipeline from the marketing side? We are planning to use the momentum when it comes, for example, for the Olympics. How do we jump into the conversation in that specific case? We have also the upcoming fight with Usyk versus Fury. So we're using all of those kind of things still related with boxing space that we can continue on building up. So yeah, we have, of course, keep on the loop because we have planned some launch airdrops and campaigns that are like specifically targeted for more the Web3 audience. So yeah, it's quite interesting to understand how are we gonna be juggling between the two different audiences.
I see, and we also can tell. It seems that there is grand launch on HDX coming on April 24th. Can you talk to us about that for a minute?
About the listing, our in the exchanges.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, actually, given to the success of our IDO, we are, expecting like high demand on the main centralized exchanges. I mean, as you know, boxing is one of the most famous sports in the world. We have, I think, the potential of consumers like 60% of global population that might be interested in it. So listing the RTF token in DCEX will be enabling like mass participation and platform. Whether you are a boxer or a crypto enthusiast, you will be definitely in. So yes, we have these exchanges on the loop. It's going to start at, I think it's going to be 10:30 a.m. in the morning, and we're hoping or aiming to have the same hype that we have for the IDO. So yeah, just keep an eye on Twitter and our website and our channels, official Telegram channel as well. just to know how can you get involved, how can you get the first. Because I know that when scarcity comes and there's certain demand, there's gonna be certain hype, of course. So we want everybody to be aware that be ready for the right momentum, because we are sure that it's gonna be a rocket to the sky.
Correct. And this is also a kind reminder as we are heading slowly to the final stage of our session. This is a reminder that our partners here presently with Ready to Fight, they are actually planning to raffle off $200 times 5 among top 5 questions during posted during this AMA in the comment section, right? So in the next few minutes, in the next 2 or 3, 5 minutes, we're gonna our teams are gonna basically pick the top 5 questions,
Okay.
and the authors of those questions are gonna get an actual bonus retainer from the Ready to Fight team, $200 each, and this is probably the last call, last minute chance and attempt for those who have missed out on the questions so far to drop them in the comment section, so do not hesitate. And in the meantime, while we're collecting the questions, I'd love to hear from you, Alan, on what the expectations should the newcomers have, right? Because if we are coming as complete newcomers, we are just getting introduced to Ready to Fight, what can we expect? What's the kind of like a journey that is going to engage the community from Ready to Fight?
I think you need to understand that this project, yes, is right now majorly based in boxing right now, right? So as a newcomer, you might be expecting everything related with boxing initially, but as I mentioned previously, like we are really ambitious to expand it to some other combat sports. So what I'm saying with this, if you come as a comer or like an early adopter within our product, be sure that it's gonna upgrade constantly. We are very ambitious. I'm very proud to work with the team. I mean, most of the team is majority Ukrainian. I'm the only one non-Ukrainian, and Ukrainians has this reputation of being non-stop workers and super ambitious. I'm very proud of being working with.
Right.
Pardon?
Very smart people. You're very right, Alan.
Yeah. I mean, they have demonstrated with the struggles that they unfortunately had last couple of years when the war started, and nothing stopped them from going further and taking it to the next level. So that talks about the spirit that these people have. And to be honest, me as a Mexican, I have a really strong bonding because we also grew up with adversity. Like in Mexico, you need to kind of like push yourself to become someone and to be somehow to find your own drive and your own success. So I think is the perfect match. So again, sorry, I think it was important to just do this connotation, because coming back to your question, like what the commerce should be expecting, is I think the simple question is always expect more and more and more, and something that is nonstop, because we have so many ideas. Like you have no clue how many team discussions we have when it comes to understanding the user journey and the community, to say, well, what is missing? How can we take it to a different experience, to a different, in this case, a fan experience? So yeah, I think eventually we'll have some things that you can only get access if you're like really part of our community, right? So behind the scenes, backstage, certain ticket allocation, like plenty things that we have brainstorm already, that we are like very looking forward to just taking into actions. But I think definitely 24 and 25 for us are going to be like a boiling point where you can see everything bubbling and emerging.
Yeah, right on. Like we spoke, Alan, I'm a big fan of Mexican foods. I'm definitely making my way to Mexico at one time. And in the meantime, the time has come, right? And it seems that one of the 5 questions that is being rewarded is by John Cena. Can you explain the process of integrating NFTs into the Ready to Fight system and how they are used to enhance your Zen engagement monetization opportunities for boxers and other stakeholders? Let's keep them short since there are a couple of questions, shall we?
Yeah, I mean that one is a tricky one, in the sense that NFTs, everybody thought that they were dead already, maybe at the beginning of the year of 23, and clearly they haven't been bet, right? So for us, it's definitely something that we have on the loop, that we want to do maybe some collectibles when it comes for some events, some special events, of course, not only from Uzi, but like from our main partners, or the main blockbuster boxing events that are coming. We are thinking to how can we make something that is beyond a regular ticket, or something that you can only own it, and you can be part of something that is very exclusive and unique, right? So in this case, how is this helping to enhance the user engagement and monetization? I mean, at the end, when you become part of something that is like, for example, cards that are back in the days were collectibles. In this case, you will be able to collect certain events or certain things that are only way through being the owner of those NFTs, right?
Love it. Love it. Another good question, another highlighted question, another winner for $200 is Paul Ovolabi. And how does the Artified app support amateur boxes?
So it's going to have a platform within the app that you're going to be able to see like a leaderboard where you can see certain profiles. And if there's a certain profile that you are engaged or attracted to, you will be able to help them, in this case, for their career development. And with this, you can also have certain access and certain utility from helping them and supporting them, right? And not only this, like you are giving someone the opportunity to become someone, but of course, it's going to be a way of paying back. When this person is becoming someone, is going to be paying you as well back. So we are connecting and integrating everything within the app, so everything will be in the app, right? So it's only by engaging also with who's becoming more popular and so on. But especially when someone is, like, let's say, more expert on the field, sometimes you have the eye on someone that, okay, this guy has talent, you can also bet on it. So it's going to be quite interesting. I think I don't have completely clear visibility of how is it going to look, but I know that the product team is working their asses hard on this, and
True.
it's definitely coming on the next quarter. So be really aware of it, that is going to come soon.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it. And the third featured highlighted questions from Lonely Boy. What is your strongest advantage that you think will make your team leading the market?
I mean, the first one is that we are pioneers. First of all, like, we were the first, and as far as I know, the only one and unique. And the second is because we are really thinking on providing solutions, right? So just with that, when you develop products or SaaS services based on needs and specific demands, we are pretty sure that everything will come naturally. And of course, we're becoming the main game changers in the space, because there's no one like us, because we're providing solutions and at the end creating something that is for the future. I think we're just seeing the starting of something that is looking very, very bright for the future in the boxing scene.
I love it. I love it. And we have time for two very short answers to the questions featured. The fourth featured question that wins $200 is from Stuart. Is your project a community only for English speaking and few countries, or for users not of other languages?
It's literally, if you go to our website, you can watch it in all kind of languages. So it's in Portuguese, Polish, English, Spanish. We have our own channels in each one of those. Right now, of course, the majority of our audience comes from, let's say, Europe, some part of UK and US, but we are really hard on attacking like Middle East, APAC, LATAM, which are like also super interesting markets interested in boxing as well, right?
True. And the final question, ladies and gentlemen, that's winning, for which the author is winning $200 raffled by our partners at Ready to Fight, is from Song. If you would think of the best outcome of RTF within 2 years, what would it be?
The outcome, you mean in in these 2 years that has been, or for the next 2 years?
For the
I don't
next
get-
2 years.
For the next 2 years. I mean, I think what is pretty exciting is how are we gonna, because right now, for example, we jump from Web 2 to Web 3, and with all of these upcoming things on AI, I think for the next 2 years we're gonna see a lot of AI integrating in our app as well, not only for providing solutions, but also imagine that you come and you want to trade. So we are thinking of how can you not only keep it into the sports side, but how can you also help or do integration on AI more for the crypto core audience. So I think when it comes to seeing the future in the next 2 years, definitely is going to become that. How do we expand our brand ambassador program? How do we expand our portfolio of partners? Because at the end, you know, like to gain this industry reputation and credibility, you need important and influential names like Mike Tyson, for example, or WBC. So we're looking to keep on. So yeah, big Mike Tyson was a really good start, but we are not gonna downgrade anything at all, right? So we're looking how do we take it to some other partnerships interesting that are also somehow related with boxing or not. But yeah,
Right on, Alan. Excellent. So the winners are John Cena, Paul Ovalabi, Lonely Boy Stewart, and Song, and you are all encouraged to DM our partners at Ready to Fight with the account handle exactly RT Fight app. I'm just going to display it right now real quick on the screen. If you have been selected, featured for a question, make sure you go and DM our partners at RTF Fight _app, and make sure you also give them a follow, and definitely show proof and confirmation, proof of work, proof of attendance, that you've attended, that it's your account that actually posted that, and our partners are basically gonna keep to their promise. So this is also the final recommendation, because we are getting closed on this very particular session, and Alan, it's been great honor. The final one is, where should everybody track the progress of RT Fight project?
I mean, I will encourage definitely to follow our channels. On our website, you can find there's a section where you can go and check our Twitter, our Instagram, our Telegram, like all the official channels. Usually we use in Telegram one of our, or the most relevant channel, in this case in English, which is Ready to Fight official channel. And in there is literally every announcement with any partners, with any development, with regarding to IDO, to the token, anything, you can find it in that channel for sure, in our socials.
Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been Adrian Zdunchik, CMT Charter Marketing and CryptoBurp, as your host, and joined by the one and only Alan Duran of our partners at Ready to Fight. Congratulations, Alan. Congratulations.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thanks for your time. Thanks for joining. That's been a great session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you, everyone.